Indonesian investigators have released their findings about the Lion Air crash that killed 189 people nearly a year ago. They are blaming design flaws in Boeing's 737 MAX jet and pilot error for the crash.
They are outlining some 9 contributing factors for this Lion Air crash. Indonesian crash investigators, they're blaming Boeing, the FAA, and the pilots for this deadly crash. But the start of the problem, though, is Boeing and the FAA. Investigators blamed the design of the plane's flight control system and lapses in FAA's oversight during the whole process, saying, and I'm quoting, during the design and certification of the Boeing 737 MAX, assumptions were made about pilot response to malfunctions, which, even though consistent with current industry guidelines, turned out to be incorrect. Well, the plane's automated software was designed to only rely on critical information from one sensor, making it vulnerable if that sensor was faulty. Investigators also pointed to a lack of information on about the plane's systems in the flight manuals. As for the pilots, investigators blamed poor training and maintenance of the plane. They even note that the pilots did not communicate or even coordinate with each other very well as all of these alerts and alarms were going off in the cockpit. And finally, investigators pointed out that the day before this accident, flight crews on the very same aircraft, they experienced the same system malfunction. The crew actually deactivated the MCAS system and flew the plane safely to the destination, but they didn't make an entry in the maintenance log. And so the pilots on board Lion Air Flight 610 didn't even know that there were problems on board the previous flight. I do want to quickly read a response from Boeing. In response to the findings of this final report, they said safety is an enduring value for everyone at Boeing, and the safety of the flying public and our customers and the crews aboard our airplanes is always our top priority. We value our long-standing partnership with Lion Air, and we look forward to working with them in the future. So Boeing committing to making the changes outlined within this final report.